Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the Maserati Grecale Trofeo. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. I'll also get a bunch of sound clips. As always, there's a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and let her run. For 2026, Maserati has simplified the Grecale lineup to focus purely on performance. The gas-powered range now consists of just two trims, Modena V6 and Trofeo, both powered by versions of Maserati's 3-liter twin-turbocharged V6 and both equipped with standard all-wheel drive. The previous 4-cylinder mild hybrid models have been dropped entirely. The Modena V6 starts at $84,500, producing 385 horsepower, reaching 0 to 60 miles an hour in 5 seconds, and topping out at 160 miles an hour. The Trofeo, priced from $117,500, steps up to 523 horsepower, a 0 to 60 time of 3.6 seconds, and a 177 mile an hour top speed. In essence, the Modena V6 delivers a more approachable version of the Trofeo's powertrain, while the Trofeo represents the full performance expression of the Grecale platform. The Grecale follows Maserati's current design philosophy, built around 5 core principles: visual longevity, being unique by design, a balance of opposites, expressive use of color, and innovation by nature. These ideas shape every Maserati introduced since the MC20, and the Grecale is the first SUV created entirely under that approach. The goal is a design that feels timeless rather than trendy, blending Italian craftsmanship with modern technology and instantly recognizable brand identity, from the Trident badge to signature elements like the trapezoidal C-pillar and Trident-inspired wheels. Stylistically, the Grecale translates the MC20's design language into SUV proportions. It adopts a more vertical, confident stance than earlier Maserati models, with a low, wide grille that clearly establishes the vehicle's identity. On the Trofeo, the grille sits slightly farther forward to emphasize its performance intent. The profile contrasts clean, sculpted surfaces with technical details such as available carbon fiber accents, creating a look that feels athletic even at rest. At the rear, boomerang-shaped taillights inspired by the Giugiaro-designed 3200 GT tie the SUV to Maserati's heritage, while a coupe-style cabin profile and pronounced rear fenders give the Grecale a purposeful planted appearance. The Trofeo receives its own, more aggressive exhaust design to match its higher output character. Both the Modena V6 and Trofeo adopt a wider stance than the aforementioned 4-cylinder models, with the rear wheel track increased by 1.34 inches, improving stability and giving the SUV a more muscular presence. Darker exterior accents, sport-focused side skirts, and unique bumper treatments distinguish the trims, with the Trofeo leaning harder into a performance-driven aesthetic, while still maintaining Maserati elegance. Inside, the Grecale blends modern technology with handcrafted detail. The cabin emphasizes clean design, high-quality materials, and tactile finishes inspired by Italian craftsmanship, creating an environment that feels technical yet luxurious. It's a space designed to be both functional and engaging, carrying Maserati's design DNA into a contemporary, driver-focused format. Customization options are extensive. Bianco is the only no-cost color, while 31 additional colors are available, ranging from metallic and multi-layer finishes to matte paints, priced from about $1,200 up to nearly $19,000. Buyers can choose from numerous wheel designs, 6 different brake caliper colors, and major option groups such as the Climate Pack, Travel Pack, Tech Assistance Pack, and the Advanced Driver Assistance Systems Level 2 Pack. Interior personalization is equally broad, with multiple upholstery colors, stitching combinations, trim finishers, and standalone options, including upgraded audio, ventilated front seats, and a surround view camera system. The Grecale featured here is the 2026 Trofeo, equipped to an MSRP of $123,210. It's finished in narrow Tempesta metallic paint, fitted with optional 21-inch staggered glossy black Pegaso wheels for summer tires, and trimmed with a narrow interior and Grigio contrast stitching, a focused configuration that highlights the Trofeo's performance character. 21-inch wheels are now the only wheel size available on either model, and each trim offers 6 different wheel designs to choose from. The typical setup is a staggered configuration using 9-inch wide front wheels and 10.5-inch wide rear wheels, wrapped in 255/40 front and 295/35 rear tires to maximize grip, traction, and high-speed stability. The example shown here is fitted with the optional 21-inch staggered glossy black Pegaso wheels with summer tires, a package priced at $1,720. Unlike earlier versions of the Grecale range, the Modena V6 and Trofeo share the same high-performance braking system, so there's no hardware downgrade between trims. Up front are dual-cast perforated and ventilated rotors measuring 14.17 inches by 1.26 inches, clamped by Brembo fixed 6-piston calipers. At the rear, the system uses 13.78-inch by 1.1-inch dual-cast perforated and ventilated rotors with Brembo fixed 4-piston calipers, along with a separate electronic parking brake. The large rotor diameters increase braking leverage, while the ventilated and perforated design manages heat during repeated hard stops. The dual-cast construction is aimed at maintaining stability under heavy temperature cycling, which is critical in a powerful vehicle capable of building speed quickly and then demanding a lot from the brakes in a short period of time. From the driver's seat, the fixed multi-piston Brembo setup delivers tangible advantages. Pedal feel remains consistent and repeatable even as temperatures rise, with minimal variation in bite point and strong resistance to fade. Initial response is immediate without being overly aggressive, and the 6-piston front calipers allow precise modulation when trail braking into corners or smoothly slowing in traffic. The result is a braking system that feels engineered for sustained performance use rather than occasional hard stops. And importantly, this same capability is standard on both trims. Beneath the Grecale's bodywork is a chassis layout built for genuine driver engagement. Up front is a double wishbone suspension, chosen for its ability to maintain precise wheel control and strong camber stability under cornering loads. The rear uses a 5-link independent suspension, allowing engineers to balance ride comfort with lateral grip and body control. Suspension hardware remains a key differentiator between the two trims. Adaptive air suspension is standard on the Trofeo and optional on the Modena V6. The system links directly to the selected drive mode and provides 6 selectable ride height settings with roughly 3 inches of total vertical travel. From normal ride height, the suspension can lower by about 1.37 inches in parking mode to ease entry and exit. Selecting off-road mode raises the vehicle by roughly 1.18 inches for added ground clearance, while Sport and Corsa modes automatically lower the body to reduce center of gravity and improve aerodynamics. The Trofeo receives the most aggressive calibration, matching its sharper performance mission. Overseeing all of this is Maserati's Vehicle Dynamics Control Module, or VDCM, which acts as the central nervous system for the Grecale's chassis. A direct evolution of the MC20's chassis domain control module, VDCM integrates vertical, longitudinal, and lateral dynamics into a single coordinated architecture. Rather than reacting after the fact, the system operates predictively, anticipating driver inputs and road conditions. By coordinating suspension, braking, power delivery, and stability systems in real time, it reduces intervention delays and enhances performance, safety, and overall confidence behind the wheel. That predictive capability is what allows each drive mode to feel distinctly different, because VDCM manages the vehicle at a holistic level. Both the Modena V6 and Trofeo adopt a wider rear stance, with rear wheel track increasing by 1.34 inches compared to the discontinued 4-cylinder configurations. That broader track improves stability, enhances cornering balance, and gives the SUV a more planted, muscular appearance on the road. Where the two trims diverge most clearly is in overall calibration. The Modena V6 aims for a blend of performance and everyday comfort. The Trofeo pushes everything further to deliver the sharpest, most responsive version of the Grecale platform. Steering feel plays a major role in the vehicle's overall character. The SUV uses an electric power steering system tuned to deliver accurate feedback and quick response while still remaining comfortable and relaxed in everyday driving. The system incorporates a variable steering ratio, which quickens as steering angle increases so the vehicle feels agile in tighter corners without requiring excessive wheel movement. In practice, the Grecale delivers roughly 2.3 turns from lock to lock, giving it a direct, responsive feel when driving enthusiastically while remaining stable and composed at highway speeds. Despite its performance focus, the Grecale is also easy to maneuver in everyday situations, with a turning diameter of approximately 40 feet. On the Trofeo in particular, the steering calibration is more direct and more performance-oriented. The steering wheel is wrapped in a combination of smooth and perforated leather, tastefully finished off with a leather-wrapped airbag cover. The sporty design offers grip bolsters at 10 and 2, a flat-bottom design, and massive metal paddle shifters. The controls on the upper spokes allow quick access to things like cruise control, speed limiting, driver assistance tech, hands-free phone, voice commands, and the many features of the digital instrument cluster. The audio controls are on the backs of the upper spokes. You'll also notice that the engine start-stop button and the drive mode switch are conveniently located on the steering wheel. It's power adjustable for tilt and reach and is available heated. The instrument cluster offers many ways to display information. Along with having a variety of menus for things like real-time fuel economy, trip info, a digital speed readout, messages, driver assistance, and even a navigation display, you can display additional info, such as audio data, outside temperature, date and time, trip info, and tire pressure monitoring. You can also keep things super basic and uncluttered if you prefer. If that wasn't enough, you can choose from 3 cluster layouts, such as Classic, Evolved, and Relaxed, giving you an extra degree of personalization. For 2026, the Grecale is offered exclusively with Maserati's 3-liter twin-turbocharged V6, an 8-speed automatic transmission, and standard all-wheel drive. The Modena V6 serves as the entry point, producing 385 horsepower and 368 pound-feet of torque, reaching 0 to 60 in 5 seconds with a top speed of 160 miles an hour. The Trofeo represents the full performance expression of the lineup, delivering 523 horsepower at 6,500 RPM and 457 pound-feet of torque from 3,000 to 5,500 RPM, sprinting to 60 miles an hour in just 3.6 seconds and continuing on to a 177 mile an hour top speed. At the core of both models is Maserati Twin Combustion Technology, or MTC, which originated with the Nettuno engine in the MC20 supercar and incorporates concepts derived from Formula One, including an advanced pre-chamber combustion design. While the Grecale's V6 shares its architecture with the MC20, it also has been adapted for SUV use. Instead of the supercar's dry sump layout, the Grecale uses a wet sump system with refinements aimed at everyday drivability and efficiency. The heart of the MTC system is a passive pre-chamber combustion process. Fuel is ignited in a small separate chamber, and the flame then spreads into the main combustion chamber through precisely sized perforations, creating faster, more controlled, and more efficient combustion than a conventional design. The system also uses a second spark plug and dual injection layout, allowing the engine to operate either using the pre-chamber system, the traditional system, or both together depending on conditions. The result is a powertrain that continuously adapts to optimize power, torque, and efficiency without any noticeable change in sound, refinement, or behavior. The engine itself features an aluminum block and aluminum heads, forged internals, chain-driven double overhead cams with dual variable valve timing, 4 valves per cylinder actuated by roller finger followers with hydraulic lash adjusters, and a combination of direct and port fuel injection, all operating at an 11:1 compression ratio. The Modena V6 is tuned for strong everyday performance, with a focus on balance and refinement, while the Trofeo version pushes the same architecture further with higher boost levels, more aggressive throttle mapping, sharper transmission programming, and a more intense exhaust note. Both trims use ZF's second generation 8HP75 transmission, a high-torque 8-speed unit engineered to handle the demands of the Nettuno-based engine. Operation is simple and modern, using 4 dedicated buttons, P, R, N, and D, below the infotainment system instead of a traditional shifter. For added involvement, large metal paddle shifters behind the steering wheel provide full manual control, delivering a precise mechanical feel with each shift. In everyday driving, the transmission is smooth and unobtrusive, while in more aggressive drive modes it becomes quicker and more responsive with sharper downshifts. To tailor the driving experience, the Grecale offers up to 5 drive modes: Comfort, GT, Sport, Corsa, and Off-Road. Comfort mode prioritizes smoothness and efficiency with relaxed throttle mapping and gentle shifts. GT mode adds more engagement while maintaining refinement. Sport mode sharpens throttle response, quickens shifts, and keeps the active exhaust valves open, and firms up steering and suspension while lowering the vehicle by about 0.6 inches for improved aerodynamics. The Trofeo exclusive Corsa mode delivers the most aggressive calibration, with highly sensitive throttle response, the fastest shift programming, reduced traction control intervention, and activation of launch control. Off-road mode raises the ride height by roughly 1.18 inches, recalibrates stability systems, and softens shift behavior for low grip surfaces. Both the Modena V6 and Trofeo feature a limited slip self-locking rear differential working with the all-wheel drive system. Rather than relying solely on brake-based torque vectoring, the mechanical limited slip differential can actively transfer torque between the rear wheels, improving traction on corner exit and helping the vehicle feel more composed when pushed. The Grecale's all-wheel drive system is intelligent and proactive, continuously monitoring throttle position, steering angle, wheel speed, and vehicle dynamics to vary torque distribution between the front and rear axles in real time. Under normal conditions, it maintains a rear-biased character to preserve the engaging feel expected of a Maserati. But when additional traction is needed, it can instantly shift torque forward to maintain stability and control. When it comes to efficiency, the Trofeo specifically is rated between 18 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per gallon on the highway, averaging around 20 miles per gallon combined. Premium fuel is of course required, and the Grecale carries a 16.9 gallon fuel tank. A key efficiency feature is the V6's cylinder deactivation system, which can shut down the right bank of cylinders under light load conditions using collapsible tappets and a dedicated oil circuit, allowing the engine to operate as a 3-cylinder to reduce fuel consumption. Step inside the Grecale and the guiding philosophy becomes clear. Clean, modern design built around function. Maserati shaped the interior around two core themes, luxury and sport, while keeping the layout simple, intuitive, and strongly driver-focused. Rather than leaning on retro styling, the cabin draws subtle inspiration from classic Maseratis of the 1970s, like the T-shaped dashboard structure of the original Ghibli, reinterpreted in a modern architectural form. The result is an interior that feels contemporary and technical, yet unmistakably Italian. Material quality plays a central role in that identity. Premium surfaces, real trim elements, and carefully chosen textures give the Grecale a handcrafted atmosphere. The dashboard stitching carries Maserati's signature double saddle motif, creating visual continuity with the Levante SUV, while real material inserts on the dash, doors, and console reinforce an authentic upscale feel. Buyers can choose from a wide range of leather colors, contrast stitching options, and interior themes, allowing the cabin to be tailored from understated luxury to bold, performance-oriented configurations. Seating comfort and adjustability are also part of the experience. On the Modena V6, 12-way power front seats with driver memory are standard, providing extensive adjustability and everyday comfort. The Trofeo takes things a bit further with standard 14-way power front seats, also with memory settings, adding even more fine-tuning for bolstering and support. Heated front seats are standard across the range, while optional upgrades include ventilated front seats, heated rear outboard seats, and a heated steering wheel, bundled together in the available Climate package. The upholstery features embossed Trident logos on the headrests, while optional stitched Trident logos add a more tailored, bespoke look. Interior trim choices also vary quite a bit, including but not limited to matte finish carbon fiber, high gloss carbon fiber with copper yarn, piano black surfaces, and several real wood options, allowing the cabin's personality to shift from elegant and refined to sharp and technical depending on the specification. The Trofeo interior in particular takes on a distinct identity. Materials lean towards sport-focused elements such as exposed three-dimensional carbon fiber, perforated leather, and dynamic chevron motifs. Color contrasts become more dramatic as well, with a plethora of leather colors and multi-tone themes available with accent stitching. It's a cabin designed to feel energetic and purposeful while still delivering long-distance comfort. Acoustic laminated glass is standard on the Trofeo, as well as a dual-pane panoramic sunroof, both of which are optional on the Modena V6. Technology integration is one of the defining aspects of the Grecale interior. Maserati embraced a minimalist approach by replacing traditional buttons with digital interfaces. The cabin features 4 displays: a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, a 12.3-inch central infotainment touchscreen, an 8.8-inch lower comfort touchscreen, and a distinctive digital clock display mounted at the top of the dash. The screen-based architecture cleans up the dashboard design and opens up practical space for a large center armrest, deep storage with double butterfly doors, and a dedicated wireless phone charging pad. USB-A and C ports are provided in the center console, along with a 12-volt power outlet. Additional storage is provided by a locking glove box and lower door pockets. The Sonus Faber sound system, engineered by the renowned Italian audio specialists, offers 2 configurations, topped by an optional 21-speaker, 1,285-watt 3D surround setup. This flagship system uses a carefully tuned array of tweeters, mid-range drivers, woofers, height channels, and a re-engineered subwoofer integrated into the vehicle structure to create an immersive natural sound signature known as the voice of Sonus Faber. Attention to detail extends to the Grecale's interior sound design. Maserati developed unique acoustic cues for turn signals, seatbelt reminders, and driver assistance alerts, so every interaction feels refined and cohesive. Beneath the main infotainment screen sits the 8.8-inch secondary screen that serves as the Grecale's dedicated comfort and vehicle controls hub. It manages the standard tri-zone automatic climate control system, providing quick access to temperature, fan speed, air distribution, heated and, if equipped, ventilated seats and defrosters. Rear passengers can adjust their own climate settings through this interface or the separate touchscreen panel on the back of the center console. The display also handles a wide range of personalization features. Ambient lighting color and intensity are adjusted here, along with exterior lighting settings. On models equipped with the air suspension, this screen also allows the driver to select ride height and monitor suspension status in real time. Other adjustments include front seat side bolster controls and customization of the digital clock display. The ambient lighting adds to the atmosphere with soft, diffused illumination throughout, including behind the central display, creating a subtle living room effect. The digital clock is more than a decorative element. It's the first of its kind in a Maserati and functions as a genuine driver vehicle interface. The display can change clock skins from traditional to sporty and more modern styles, respond visually to voice commands, and even operate as a compass, brake throttle engagement meter, or G-force meter, blending classic Maserati character with modern digital capability. At the heart of the experience is the Maserati Intelligent Assistant, or MIA, infotainment system. Running on Android Automotive, MIA delivers tablet-like speed and responsiveness on an Ultra HD display. The interface is fully customizable with tab-based home screens, and it supports up to 5 individual driver profiles that store preferences for music, navigation, climate settings, and even seat and mirror positions. Switching between the profiles is quick and simple. MIA supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and can be connected to 2 smartphones simultaneously via Bluetooth. Voice control has been significantly upgraded with natural language recognition commands like "Hey Maserati, set temperature to 72 degrees. Additional media features include AM/FM HD radio, Alexa, and USB integration. There are a bunch of cool features integrated here, including detailed vehicle information and a Drive Mode Explorer, which gives you a visual representation of how different drive modes affect the vehicle's overall behavior. There's also a section of performance pages that show technical gauges, consumption history, torque management, off-road gauges, and additional accessory gauges. There's even a drag race menu where you can clock things like 0 to 60 times, quarter-mile times, and braking distance. Beyond the vehicle itself, Maserati Connect provides an always-online ecosystem of services. Owners can monitor vehicle status and location from a smartphone or smartwatch, receive over-the-air updates, access real-time navigation, use the Grecale as a Wi-Fi hotspot, and receive maintenance reminders and emergency support. Safety in the Grecale combines a reinforced passenger structure with a full suite of advanced driver assistance systems. Passive protection includes dual-stage front airbags, front seat-mounted side airbags, full-length side curtain airbags for both rows, and driver and front passenger knee airbags, along with seatbelt pretensioners and load limiters. Child safety is supported with standard latch and ISOFIX rear seating anchors. Standard active safety features include forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning and lane keep and assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross path detection, a rear view camera, rear parking sensors, electronic stability control, traction control, and hill start assist. Optional packages expand capability further. The driver assistance package adds adaptive cruise control with stop and go, active lane keeping, traffic sign recognition, highway assist with level 2 semi-automated driving support, and intelligent speed assist. The technology package brings a 360-degree surround view camera, front parking sensors, automated parking assistance, and traffic jam assist. An available full-color head-up display projects key information directly into the driver's line of sight. Maserati Connect provides additional support with automatic emergency calling, roadside assistance, real-time navigation, and vehicle tracking services. Together, these systems create a comprehensive safety network designed to protect occupants and reduce driver workload in everyday driving. The Grecale's rear seat is designed to be practical, comfortable, and easy to live with on a daily basis. With 3-zone automatic climate control, rear occupants get a dedicated touchscreen panel that allows them to adjust temperature and airflow independently of the front seats, which makes the second row feel far more premium and self-contained. The available climate package adds heated rear seats, a major upgrade for colder weather and longer trips. These options together elevate the back seat from a simple passenger area into a more upscale, feature-rich environment. With the same range of leather colors and contrast stitching themes that carry through to the rear seats and door panels. Buyers can also choose optional stitched Trident logos on the rear headrests instead of the standard embossed logos, which adds a more tailored custom look. With the Sonos Faber audio system, rear passengers benefit from that immersive sound experience as well, since the audio system is tuned to fill the entire cabin rather than only focusing on the front row. From a comfort and space perspective, the Grecale delivers. Behind a front seat set for my height at 5 foot 10 inches, there's solid legroom and knee clearance, with enough space to sit naturally without feeling cramped. Headroom is equally accommodating, and the overall seating position strikes a good balance between upright support and long-distance comfort. The rear bench does not recline, but Maserati set the backrest at a relaxed, comfortable angle from the start, so it never feels too upright. Each rear door includes central locking controls, and storage options are straightforward and functional, with bottle holders in the lower doors, seat back pockets on the front seats for smaller items, and 2 cup holders built into the fold-down center armrest. At the base of the center console, you'll find both USB-A and USB-C charging outlets, making it easy for rear passengers to keep phones and tablets powered. For families, standard latch child seat anchors in the outboard positions make installing car seats quick and secure, along with top tether anchors behind each seating position. Behind the rear seats, you have about 20 cubic feet of cargo space paired with a wide, square opening, a flat floor, and a comfortable load height that makes everyday loading straightforward. A practical touch is the removable cargo cover, which keeps items out of sight and can be quickly taken out when you need full height storage. Lighting is handled well, with 1 light on each side panel and 2 additional lights mounted in the liftgate, providing strong illumination across the entire cargo area. Folding the rear seats expand cargo capacity to roughly 57 cubic feet, and Maserati makes the process easy with release levers located directly on the cargo side panels. The seats fold as a 60-40 split, but the layout is actually a 40-20-40 configuration, allowing the center section to fold independently. Beneath the cargo floor, there's extra underfloor storage for smaller items, keeping things organized and out of sight. There's also a tire repair and inflator kit. The main cargo floor includes integrated D-rings to help secure loads. Convenience features include a standard power liftgate across the lineup, which operates smoothly and makes accessing the cargo area effortless. A hands-free power liftgate is available only on the Modena V6, allowing the hatch to be opened with a gentle foot gesture beneath the rear bumper, useful when your hands are full. For buyers who want added capability, Maserati offers the optional Travel Pack. This package adds integrated roof rails for expanded carrying capacity and includes a 12-volt power outlet in the cargo area, giving you the ability to run a variety of light-duty accessories. Overall, the Grecale's cargo area delivers a competitive capacity, smart flexibility, and details that make it practical for daily use while staying consistent with the vehicle's premium character. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that as well and make sure those notifications are on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.